this matriculation graduation. And I think we still have the opportunity.
In this university, we have a film, animation, and a gaming hub. We say let's have that center for people who are interested in filmmaking, with gaming, with animations. And this aims at empowering you to gain the necessary skills to develop films, games, animations through all the available ICT technology. The hub is operational and open to students interested in becoming animators and filmmakers. You may wonder, is it only for the ICT? The answer is no. It is the interest. If you are interested, you can use this place, because think about the cartoon industry, for example. That's a huge area in filmmaking. I visited there recently, and they did, for example, the voice artists, somebody who, after the animation, is able to take people through the story. They need those kind of skills. I saw even the sound engineering, and it's not limited to ICT, it is limited by your interest and your goal to pursue and to better yourself. In this university, we have a very vibrant Directorate of Student Welfare, and this is a very important division developed to provide all the different support services that you require during your stay in this university. So the Student Welfare Directorate provides numerous services to address the welfare of our students, and the division handles directly the following welfare-related services, which you are a direct beneficiary from this week. We have guidance and counseling. In this university, we all come from different backgrounds, we have different issues. Please don't suffer with your problem alone. We have a division full of professionals who are ready to listen to you, counsel you, guide you, and even direct you, and most importantly, work with you. So don't suffer of stress or depression or financial distress. We have a counseling department. And we also follow up, even on the academics, because we know we get some of the best students. So if you feel like your academics are not working well, it is very high time to see a counselor for guidance and counseling. We also have a very important area of spiritual guidance and also spiritual welfare. We embrace and appreciate that we all as human beings require spiritual nourishment. In this university, we have 4 registered and recognized faith groups. Number 1, we know there are our brothers and sisters who profess the Muslim faith, and we have a group formally for them. I will kindly encourage you to join if you are from that denomination. Number 2, the Seventh-day Adventists. And if you belong to that group, I want to believe that maybe even during the orientation, you've met, kindly register. The other one is the Catholic Action, CA. If you profess the Catholic faith, we also encourage you to join that group. And finally, the Christian Union. If you cannot fit with the Muslim faith group, or the SDA, or the Catholic, all the other students are in the Christian Union, and we are not there because of our different denominations. We all come from different denominations. We are there because of what unites us in the Christian Union. So, just like in our former secondary schools, you either have the Catholic or the Christian Union, regardless of the denomination which you came from, we request you to embrace our Christian Union with all its diverse background denominations, and within it, you'll be able to find a Christian congregation where you can excel, grow also spiritually, and it's good to emphasize that because that is a very important space. We encourage our students to worship within the facilities that we have, and you'll be directed on that. Because we are not able to control what is outside there, and we know that also in the spiritual space, we've had a lot of innovations. It has been invented by many different people, which we also know even in the media, we've had a lot of issues and even serious issues. So please, let us join as students of the good, the recognized and registered faith group, which are well managed and controlled by the university for your spiritual well-being and also for your protection. In this university, we have all different kinds of sports. You are energetic, you can enter, whether you are a footballer or in volleyball, this is a very nice place that you can enjoy, develop yourself, and grow in this university. Together with the sports, Mr. Mwai organizes a very nice function. We call it Climb to Educate. And every year, 2 times or 3 times a year, together with our students, we practice for around 6 weeks and have a 5 days expedition at Mount Kenya, all the way to the top. It takes 5 days to go and come back. And I kindly encourage you during your stay, you could be part of that team that conquers the mountain. In this university, we have all different kinds of sports. You are energetic, you can enter, whether you are a footballer or in volleyball, this is a very nice place that you can enjoy, develop yourself, and grow in this university. Together with the sports, Mr. Mwai organizes a very nice function. We call it Climb to Educate. And every year, 2 times or 3 times a year, together with our students, we practice for around 6 weeks and have a 5 days expedition at Mount Kenya, all the way to the top. It takes 5 days to go and come back. And I kindly encourage you during your stay, you could be part of that team that conquers the mountain. So we have a lot of clubs, about 80 in number, a lot of societies, and all these are important platforms to help you grow in other directions. In this university, we have a university bursary scheme, and it is managed by a unit we call DFAO, the Good AIDS Office. And we specifically set this office to help the students who are in financial distress. And this also combines with a function we call work study. In work study, you can study and also work within the university, and the money gotten from that, you can use it either for school fees or for your personal upkeep. So there's quite a lot on entertainment and recreation. Any special students need, we also have recognition awards, and very soon next month, we will be recognizing the best students. So if you excel in your class, in your program, we will have a chance to recognize you and reward you and give you a certificate of best award. We have the Director of the Office of Career Services, Dr. Daniel Jeroge. In this university, we do an early preparation of our students to the world of work. And a good combination of the technical skills and the soft skills are trained in that center, and also connection to the market, either in attachments and different internships. And I'm happy to announce that in this semester, we will have a career fair. We have invited over 80 different organizations. Please leverage, talk to those organizations, know what they are looking in graduates, which kind of skills do they require, which kind of people do they employ, and that one will help you be well prepared as you go through your study. The Directorate of Gender, Disability, and Equity Affairs. This one collaborates with the administration and academic staff to ensure, first of all, the students with disabilities, they receive appropriate service to facilitate their learning. It also cooperates with the administration to remove any environmental barrier that will make it difficult for students with disabilities to access the environment. They provide transport for those with mobility difficulties. It also includes interested students with skills to address issues of gender-based violence, sexual harassment, and gender-based violence prevention champions among your peers. You are requested to be a champion in that area. Kindly liaise with the Directorate of Student Welfare to ensure suitable accommodation facilities for students living with disability, and we always give first priority for internal accommodation to anybody who has a challenge. So you have come into a family of people that really cares for your welfare. The university also has a rich history of excellence in sports and crafts activities, and the university is committed to promoting talent through curriculum activities, and it is demonstrated by our hosting of the just concluded Kenya National Music Festival, where we hosted over 500,000 people 2 weeks ago. We had young people across the country, region, and the world showcasing their musical talent. So to balance your campus experience, you must take time to engage in those critical activities. Such activities certainly will positively impact your emotional, intellectual, social, and interpersonal development. Some of the most valuable lessons you will learn at this university will most likely occur outside the classroom. Social skills are vital in today's dynamic environment, and by working together with other individuals, you acquire negotiation skills, communication skills, conflict management skills, and leadership skills that the world is looking for. Involvement in co-curricular activities will also help students mature socially by providing a set for student interactions, relationships, and discussion. So we encourage you to engage in these positive activities that are able to build you up. Finally, as I come to the conclusion, I want to share with you a piece of advice as your Vice Chancellor. And I tell you that life in university is colorful and fascinating. There are a lot of activities, both in the curriculum and also in the extracurricular. And we want to believe that you will find your place in a part or some part of those activities. But do not forget to keep your goals in the perspective. Somebody said that in life it's important to major on the majors and minor on the minors. And the worst scenario in life is where you see people majoring on the minors and minoring on the major. This brings us to an important aspect of setting your priorities right. I know from this week, most of us will be enjoying freedom we have never experienced in our lives, away from the parents, away from the headmaster or head mistress who was locking you up, but it also calls for the use of that freedom with a lot of responsibility. There is a piece of advice here, I'm sure you've heard about it, and it was given by a former US President, Dwight Eisenhower. And I like President Dwight Eisenhower because during the Second World War, for those who may have done history, I'm not a historian, I'm a professor in mechanical engineering, so when I have a chance to enjoy a bit of history lessons, I want to learn some of these things. President Dwight Eisenhower was the military general, the 5-star general who led the Second World War from 1932 all the way to 1944. And he rose through the ranks. He was the main general, so he believed in military precision. And he said, I have two kinds of problems and two kinds of issues. Number one, the urgent. Number two, the important. The urgent are not important, and the important are never urgent. And maybe you have seen, it's also called the Dwight quadrant. And he was trying to say, well, try to prioritize. There are those important and urgent things that requires first priority. But we also have many urgent but not important issues that requires maybe less and less of your attention. I challenge you now as scholars, please check out the Dwight quadrant and the model, and you can use it to prioritize your time. Be responsible, be committed, be focused. Know that you are here in the last phase of education to develop skills that are required in the world of work. You can become a researcher, you can become an innovator, you can become an entrepreneur. And in this university, we have structures and infrastructures that can help you to be the best that you have ever dreamed to be. In conclusion, with these few and of course many remarks, I encourage all of you to use the opportunities provided by Dedan Kimathi University of Technology and use them for your advantage. I take this opportunity to welcome you to the Likud fraternity, and I wish you every success in your studies and a great stay in our university. Karibuni and welcome. Thanks a lot and God bless you. Thank you.